Hi everyone, so today I thought I'd film one of those catch-up videos and let you know what's going on, because I know I haven't been posting as many videos as I did a couple of months ago. And yeah, and just in case you wonder what happened or what's going on, so I just wanted to let you know. So no worries, I'm not going anywhere, but right now it's quite challenging for me to be doing the regular videos as I did before. So at my best I was going at the rate of 5 videos per week, so Monday to Friday, and on a very good week I could even squeeze in an extra one on a Saturday or something. Then it slowly went down, and in the last couple of months I've been traveling a lot, and that really has taken its toll. I think first time I went away for 3 weeks, and for about 2 weeks before that I was working so hard, staying up very late every night, editing videos and filming them up front so that they are nice and ready to be published when I'm away. And then it was another spontaneous short holiday just after that, with just a week interval, and for that I had no time to film anything, I don't think, or did I? Maybe I reduced it to 2 videos then per week, and then I was back and I was really excited to go back to, you know, producing regular videos, and foremost to be doing art. I really miss art. I have all my, you know, art supplies here. Currently I'm looking at my polychromos pencils and my watercolor brushes and graphite pencils on my desk, and watercolors, of course, inks, all of that. I'm just itching. I can't explain to you how I miss it. It makes me sad, really, actually. But you know, at the moment it's quite challenging with my son, because it takes so much time now. It's at its peak, quite literally. So you know, I hardly can catch up with sort of home domestic kind of stuff that we do, like, I don't know, ironing and all of that. I barely can catch up with that. There's just a lot of time that I'm investing into him at the moment, and you know, something had to give, and being a mom, of course, my son came first. Having said that, like I said, you know, I really do miss art. So the reason I decided to do this video today is just to show you a couple of things. So there is actually a video I made last week of this illustration here, the process video, and it's waiting for me to be edited. That is that. And yeah, so I've gone for a little bit of a grungy kind of dark, again Tim Burton kind of color scheme here. And so that is that. Now, before I move on to the next thing, basically, like I said, I had, you know, currently I have really pretty much no time for art. But here is the thing. So I try and I try, wherever I have half an hour here, half an hour there, and then I come up with something which I'm sort of borderline hating, borderline okay with, but not loving. And I kind of felt like I really sort of lost my art mojo. And you know, having obviously not done art for quite a few weeks because of the holidays, and having had a big break from it, kind of kicks you out of the habit of painting and creating. And it's like, you know, staring at a blank page and not really knowing where to start. So what helps me a little bit is sometimes to get inspired from my own work. So just have a little flip through of my previous illustrations, and kind of you know, maybe try doing something within the same style, and hoping that I might then come up with something new or create something that I like. This is one of my favorite ones. I really love the style of it. So yesterday I had a bit of time in the evening. It was a very long day. Mason was on his best behavior, quotation marks. Yeah, and so the entire day was just exhausting. So in the end I had about an hour to myself in the evening just to watch whatever I wanted on TV, and I thought I'll put Made in Chelsea. And it's just great, like Keeping Up with Kardashians type of thing, where you just enjoy looking at beautiful people and, you know, great style, or I don't know, the beautiful makeup, the fashion, home style, decor, that kind of stuff. And you really just switch off your brain. You don't need any brain functioning at all, which is fantastic for that type of circumstance. And so then I just took a fountain pen, to be precise is this one here, the Sailor Fude fountain pen, which is I have done a review on it, so if you're interested you can have a look. It's basically that it's got this bent tip, which looks like a broken fountain pen, but it's not. It actually is great for giving you a different line thickness, so you can start with a thin and go as thick as you want, and within one illustration you can create different thicknesses basically, and then that's as thick as you can go in one stroke. Okay, so I'm back again. Had to take again a break to sort something out with Mason. Alright, so as I was saying, last night I was watching Made in Chelsea, and I thought, you know, just to have a really relaxing time, and I put a candle on, and I decided while I'm watching just to take one of those Tomoe River inserts and this fountain pen and start illustrating if I see something inspiring, like girl faces and all that, because, you know, I like the style of it, like I said, of the fashion that they're wearing, most of them, and beauty and all of that. So here I've done from one scene. I probably won't be saying who I was illustrating, just in case someone gets offended. But I actually quite like these two in particular. I like this one. I like the style of it a lot, so it's quite stylized. And yeah, so this pen is great for this type of thing because you don't need anything else, quite literally just pen and paper. And because of the thickness of the varied thickness of the line that you can achieve just with one pen, it means you don't need to be changing between, you know, 3 or 4 different pens. You just have one in your hand, and depending on how you which direction you push the angle to, that's when it becomes thinner or thicker, and that is it. So yeah, I quite love it. And potentially I could go in with some water and create some shadowing, but I actually quite like it as it is, just black and white like that. If you're interested what ink is in this fountain pen, it is the Waterman ink. So it's kind of, it's not fully waterproof, but you can pull out some of it and it looks really pretty. Now, so this one was a little bit of a strange one. So I like the or the reason I decided to paint it was the earring area. The girl was wearing really beautiful statement earrings, kind of floral pattern and very long, but she I think she had a bit too much plastic surgery, which kind of makes it very obvious, and so it's hard for me to sketch her or kind of the illustration based on her, because I keep on sort of looking at the lips and the nose, and it's just so obvious that it just distracts me. So basically I started illustrating her mouth as an open mouth, and then it just kind of went wrong, so I tried to correct things, and yeah, it just didn't work out. So that one is not great in my opinion. Here I think you can, I love this one. This is if you know the series, and it's the Croatia, currently the when they go to Croatia, the summer vacation shot in Croatia, and I think you will recognize her very quickly if you know the cast. So I'm really happy with this illustration because it's so minimal. It's got all the right kind of elements there, and I really like how I captured her facial expression. It was very true to the scene. So what I would do is, if I found an interesting kind of like scene where the girls would look pretty, like a special angle or whatever they're wearing, I would just pause it and spend a couple of minutes, not more than that, just really quickly sketching it out, and that is it. So yeah, pretty happy with that. And then I've done two more, so let's look at this one first. I do like it, except for the neck. The neck here kind of ruins it for me. I wish I went for a kind of just a straight skinny neck. It's a bit of a, I don't know, doesn't kind of look good, but I do like this illustration. Doesn't look anything like the actual girl. However, the she was wearing like a bandana or something, like a headscarf, which I thought looked really pretty, so that's why I went for this one. And then finally, this is my favorite one, and although the face doesn't look much like the girl, but the actual mood and the rest of it is very much like it was, and I love the fashion. So this girl has fantastic sense of fashion, and she has that kind of character that I really like. And yeah, so really happy with how it came out. Looks very much like a fashion illustration to me, and at the end I really enjoyed that kind of relaxing time, watching some TV and sketching at the same time. So I thought I'll share that with you, and you might find it inspiring. Basically, there is no pressure to kind of create something. You just try to put on paper what you think you see, but kind of in a looser style. You're obviously not doing the real representation illustration there. So that is that. Yeah, what else? I also wanted to say that I've got about 2 months worth of comments to catch up with, and that is a lot. So it'll take me a good few hours, or maybe even a few days to do so. Those of you that have commented, I try to read it, but I don't always have time to respond, so I'll kind of try to do it maybe this week. I'll see how it goes. But yeah, so just to let you know, everything is fine, and I'm just waiting for my son's nursery to start in the first week of September, where I can just have some peace and quiet and time to myself to just process a few things and get back into art properly, because I have quite a few ideas, and you know, I'm really eager of sharing those with you, and you know, just kind of sharing what I'm doing and finding new things, etc. So yeah, so everything is good, and hopefully things will be returning back to kind of normal speed and normal video frequency soon. So I hope you are all good, and thanks for watching, and see you soon.